Hi Andy, thanks for your time this morning. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Andrew from Ascensa. We are a digital agency based just outside of Leeds in Birstall. We develop websites and provide digital marketing services to clients of all sectors and sizes.
Fantastic, thanks for your time. Can you remember how long ago we met and where we met?
It was a long time ago in my business life, probably half of my business life ago, so about 5.5, 6 years. We met at a sort of a small scale networking thing. It was like a peer-to-peer session, and yeah, I mean, I think the thing that stood out about you to me in that group was your straight talk. Well, as you know, I've said it loads of times on camera before as well. You know, you're straight talking, and it just stood out instantly. And I thought, this is the sort of person that the business could do with some involvement with right now.
Okay, and what state was your business? How were you feeling about your business at that time?
We've always sort of gone from growth to then leveling off a bit and then dipping down. We've never dipped down as far as we'd come from when we started growing, but it was sort of very, very up and down. We'd worked with loads of different consultants. So in those days, as you'll know, there was lots of different sort of funding streams around, and you could get coaches and people to come and give you some business support. And it was just all sort of a little bit wishy-washy. And I think, you know, I wanted to grow, but I didn't feel like I'd got enough support. I'd got a business partner at that time, but things were sort of coming to a close with that. And so I was sort of very much on my own, and I didn't really feel like the people that I'd got around me were able to facilitate me taking the business to the level that I needed it to go to.
How are you feeling about your business? So kind of turnover was up and down, and your relationship with your existing business partner was coming to an end, so you're feeling a little bit lonely. But how was that making you feel about your business at that time?
I think it's just if in those situations, you feel a little bit confused that, you know, you're working a lot of hours, you're thinking about work all of the time, you're doing your very best, but you always seem to be investing in new people or stuff to try and grow the business, but probably sacrificing your own or my own well-being and finances, and I don't think working as hard as I was back then in a bit of a scattergun way was probably the best thing for me. And certainly I wasn't seeing the results in the business.
You worked with a couple of experts previously. Why do you think they didn't deliver the results that you wanted?
Because I think at the time where there was sort of funding available, these experts were seeing many different businesses at the same time, and they were all sort of one-hit short programs of work. So I never felt that they really got under the skin of the business and got to know us, got to know me, got to see where I wanted to take the business, and there just wasn't that sort of longevity. And I think because it was a funded service, when the money's run out, you look and see whether you've had genuine value from it. And it's such a short space of time to be able to make that call as well. And I just didn't feel as though we'd probably looking back, didn't give anybody enough time, but at the same time, nobody stood out to me to be able to deliver the results that we needed in the company.
And what do you think, what convinced you to work with me and my business?
I think the most important thing for me is to have somebody to be accountable to. And I think from that time when we first met and then the subsequent meetings, the way that you talk is you know, it's very, very straight, and you're, you know, straight down the line. You make sure that somebody, I think certainly myself, I'm not fumbling around looking for what to do. You know, there's always an answer. And I think one of the other great things that you bring, it certainly to me, and I enjoy, is that your anecdotes. You know, you've always got a little story, or you've always got a line, or you've always got an example. And as a, you know, very sort of visual person, to be able to picture somebody else doing it, or what the answer might be, has been really, really helpful to me.
So it's bringing the experience in to help you on your journey and kind of give you that holding hand, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, I think with your background of working with sort of PLCs and very large businesses, but then also in recent years working with smaller businesses, you've seen an awful lot, and you're able to draw on that experience. And, you know, like I say, you've always got an anecdote or an example, which I think sort of just helps to put the sort of business information that you're providing into some sort of context for me.
Okay. And what would you say is the major results that you've seen from us working together? What are the kind of major outputs for you?
There's significant benefit from a sort of a business performance side. So turnover's up. I've been able to start new businesses, various projects. I've got a retail business that when the relationship broke down with my previous business partner, I had a lot of warehousing space. So I set up a retail business where we manufacture personalised gifts. That business is growing really nicely. It's into its third year. We've invested in a lot of capital equipment, laser equipment and various sort of printing, sublimation printing kit. So there's the financial benefit and the freedom to be able to do other things, because I think you know, the most important thing that you've taught me is about how to recruit people. And I've made a lot of mistakes over the years, and you know, the mistakes I think could be ironed out if you just focus on values. I think if somebody's got the right attitude and personality fit for your business, the skills can be developed and taught. If they don't, it's very difficult to. If they don't have the attitude, then it's very, very difficult to not only get it to work for them, but it can be very disruptive with the rest of the team. And we've certainly found that, and I've learnt the reasons why those mistakes were made in the past. So I think having a very sort of stable team, that then gives me the ability to work on other projects and look at other stuff, which is brilliant. And as you know, I bought a camper van recently, so weekends I'm spending a lot of time going away, just getting away from it and doing other things, and it allows me to maybe not switch off entirely, but think in a lot more sort of peaceful, calming way, and often I'll come back to work on a Monday morning with answers, and it doesn't even feel like I've been posing a question to myself.
Absolutely. And you know, just from the work that we've done together, so we really started working with the team to understand how the team were performing and what we wanted them to do and focus on. We built a whole plan for the business to get from A to B, and then it's regular kind of check-ins and accountability and really understanding, you know, what products we need to develop for the customers to grow the business. So we've really kind of put that plan together, and we work together on a regular basis to implement that plan.
Absolutely, yeah. I think as far as, you know, productizing the business, it's quite difficult to do when you build bespoke things, but we've been able to do that. And as a result of that, we've opened up some huge opportunities, some of which we're already capitalising on. Other ones we're still in the process of evolving. It's helping us to plan for the future, the next step as far as the sense is concerned from a location point of view. You know, we're outgrowing our current premises. And yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, working with you on a regular basis, because we've got to know each other so well, it enables me to say to you often the week that you're coming in, right, Gary, this has come up, I could do with talking to you about this now. Or, you know, can you work with a member of my team, because I've got some opportunities to help them to improve certain areas. And so it's a very flexible relationship, but it's always going in the right direction.
So it's about giving you and the team the support you need to focus on the matters, the issues you've got at the time. But you know, you're saying there your turnover's up, your team is growing so big now you need to move premises, but you're also saying you're managing to switch off and spend quality time with your family on a weekend, which is a win-win all round.
Yeah, and you know, the figures are up, but not just turnover, the profit's up. You know, the work that we're doing is the right type of work. We know where we sit in the food chain, in the supply chain, in terms of making sure that we're only working on the types of projects that are right for us. We know not to, you know, to basically buy our work in, but at the same time, a great deal to do with the work that we've done with you. We've been able to develop products that help us to provide a solution to small businesses. You know, it was through working with you that we identified that we weren't able to build websites for the types of prices that a lot of the startups and small businesses were coming to us with those budgets. We just couldn't deliver the quality that they were expecting at the price they wanted to pay. So we found a solution for it. As you know, it's very important to me that we don't forget where we've come from, and we're able to help small businesses to get online with a professional and affordable solution. We've been able to do that and still be able to generate a profit from it, and we weren't doing that at the time when we met. So, and that's something that's been we've worked on for over 5 years together, haven't we? So.
Yeah, fantastic. So with all of that in mind, how are you feeling about your business right now and the opportunities that you have in front of you?
Business is absolutely brilliant. You know, we are in the most dynamic, progressive sector. We have past 10 years old, so we're into our 11th year. So just because of that, you know, I think that enables us to, you know, our brand is out there, which I'm very, very proud of. You know, the plans that we've got for the next 6 to 18 months and working with you in terms of understanding what our business growth indicators are and our targets, etc. You know, it's just such exciting times because we've managed to get our hiring right. You know, we've got some really good people in key positions which have struggled, as you know, to achieve over the years. We're interviewing at the moment. We've got another 3 key positions being due to be filled. You know, watch this space because it's over the next sort of 6 to 8 weeks. And then some other really exciting things that are happening. You know, we've been able to do that because the products are absolutely superb, generating results for clients. There's more than 600 creative agencies in and around the Leeds area, all different types, but, you know, arguably dealing with the same sort of clients and targeting the similar sorts of clients. And, you know, we're growing, we're winning work, and we know where we sit in it all, so we're able to not waste time on the opportunities that are not right for us or those prospects, but focus on the opportunities that are. And yeah, really exciting times.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a real pleasure to work with you over the years, and I'm looking forward to the next kind of period of development.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Nice one. Thank you.
Cheers, Andy.